Export-Import Bank of India. This Export-Import Bank of India was frequently discussed in the news, many in context also. A recent context, there was an editorial discussed in the Hindu and titled was "In Sri Lankan Economic Crisis, a Window of Economic Opportunity." This was the title in the editorial of the Hindu. They discussed about Export-Import Bank of India in that context. So recently we know that the government of India and government of Sri Lanka signed an agreement on June 10th, and between the both government and India extended its short-term credit line facility to the government of Sri Lanka and around $55 million short-term line of credit. It's a soft loan. It's a loan given to the line of credit given to Sri Lanka as part of our international economical assistance to Sri Lanka. Sri Lanka now facing an economic crisis. In order to facilitate the procurement in the URI of the paddy crop field in the Yala season of the Sri Lanka, Government of India assisted by this agreement. And in that context, it was discussed about the Export-Import Bank of India. This was the Bank of India and the government of Sri Lanka had an agreement, and they've given assistance by $55 million to the Sri Lanka to facilitate the procurement of the season. We also have a season like Kharif, Rabi, and Zaid season in India. Similarly, Sri Lanka also have a different agriculture season known as Maha season, Yala season. Maha is also somewhat the word which came from their Sinhala language. Maha means the bigger, Yala means the lesser. So now the Yala season is upcoming, ongoing in the Sri Lanka, which is from the May and to the August, and the Maha season is the northeast monsoon, which is from the September to the March season they follow. Their cropping pattern, etc. You can also available in the Google, like they have the rice cultivation, they have coconut cultivation, they have tea cultivation, they have rubber cultivation. These are the major crop cultivation happening in the Sri Lanka. So they're also facing the food crisis, short of food crisis also. It affected their agriculture. So India also assisting them in the financial matters. In the economic assistance has been given by the India. In this context, Export-Import Bank of India was mentioned in that editorial. That's why we are going to learn about Export-Import Bank of India. It's more popularly known as Exim Bank. Exim Bank is Export-Import Bank of India. It was set up in 1982. It's a principal financial institution of India in dealing with foreign and international trade. Previously, it was part of IDB, but now later it became an independent body in dealing with foreign trade sector. When our foreign trade sector was grown much better, then it became an independent body. The Exim Bank was set up in 1982 and it became an independent body and taken from IDB. The main function is to provide financial and other assistance to importers and exporters of the country. So it main function of the Exim Bank is to provide financial and other assistance to the importers, both the importers and the export of the country. Not only the exporters, it also provide importers. By the name, you know that export also included, import also included. So the Exim Bank provide the financial assistance, other assistance to the importer and exporter of the country. It also oversees and coordinates the working of other institutions that work in the field of import and export sector. Ultimate objective or aim of the Exim Bank is to promote foreign trade activities in the country. We need to improve our foreign trade. When we improve our foreign trade with Sri Lanka, we are improving our relation with Sri Lanka. So international relations, for improving a bilateral ties also, we have to improve the foreign trade where Exim Bank play a major role. So that's why they are now assisting the Sri Lanka to manage the crisis there. Now, management of Exim Bank is also important. Sometime in the prelims, this statement we can expect. It is this board, this management of Exim Bank is done by the management of Exim Bank is done by a board which is headed by a managing director will be appointed. The central government is the only subscriber. Central government of India is the only subscriber of the Exim Bank, and the whole paid up capital of the bank of Exim Bank, that is 100 crore currently. The whole paid up capital of the bank, that is 100 crore currently, is subscribed by central government exclusively. So paid up capital is amount of the money a company that received from a shareholder in exchange of a share of stock. So 10%, 50%, 100%, these are the stock if anybody give the money for taking a shareholder of that particular stocks, so those called as paid up capital given by that particular company or a government. So whole paid up capital of the Axis Bank is by the central government, which is now currently 100 crore. So that is what the fact. The central government is only subscriber of the Exim Bank now, currently now. So that is the management of the Exim Bank, the fact we need to remember.